All right. Welcome, guys, to this live session here with your host, Dre Day FX. So we're gonna start in a few minutes here. I'm just gonna set up my stuff. So just make sure that everything is working properly. Let's see here. Right. All right. So welcome to this live session here, guys. So my name is Dre Day FX. As we do in regards to the live session here, we're going to look at basically the market. So we're going to be looking at the indices. So S&P 500, NASDAQ, US 30, German 40, and a few Forex pairs. So Euro USD and GBP USD, and one metal that is the gold charts. So let's get on to it. Just gonna make sure that everything is set up perfectly here. Perfect. So as we're gonna do every day, we're gonna do some live session here with me. So I'm just gonna give you exactly the rundown exactly on how it's gonna work. So first, we're gonna be looking at we're gonna do basically a few sessions here during the weekdays. So usually Monday will be New York session, and we're gonna have London session here on Tuesday, and New York session on Tuesday, and Wednesday London session, New York session, and Thursday New York session, and maybe Friday New York session. Okay, so that'll be the basically the schedule for that. So make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. We're gonna have a lot of live sessions here with me. First, since it's been a while that I didn't do any live sessions here. I think it's been a year or so. What I was doing for the last year is basically upgrading the software that I'm using in regards to the way that I trade. So basically, the reason that I took the time off is really to focus on creating different softwares here to help people to trade the most simplest way. I know that there's a lot of people that want to have some system that works and that wants to have a clear indication of where the market is going. So this is really the most important thing to do. Is really to know exactly where the market is going, and that's what I basically created here. There's multiple indicators that I created, even a few automations that I created here, but what we're going to focus on our live session is the my high and low level indicator here that I created here, and that's going to help you exactly on seeing you exactly where the market is breaking out in the market and where are the levels to look and to focus on. Okay, so as you know, people once when they enter a trade, they don't know exactly when to get in or where to get out, and where to put their stop loss and where to put their take profit, which zone they want to be looking for. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on my live, and basically you're going to see exactly the setups that I usually take, and you're going to be able to follow along. And on top of that, unfortunately, for the last few years, I had a setback in regards to my health. As we may or may not know, I have some retina detachment in my two eyes, and unfortunately, one of my eyes here is really not working at all. So this is my left eye is not working at all, and I'm only working on one eye right now, and this eye here is not fully 100%. So I'm still in treatment, so we may or may not be doing some lives here for a few days, depending exactly if I have a scheduled appointment or anything like that. But so I'm still in treatment here. So basically, if you want to follow along my journey, you're going to see exactly the setup that I'm taking. I'm still building up accounts here for me and my clients, and yeah. So that's really the gist of it. So let's start on looking at the market and see exactly what's going on here. So let's see how it goes. So basically, what we're going to do here is really on our session, we're just going to wait to see if we're going to have any setups. If we don't see anything, we're not taking any trade. Okay. So what I mean by seeing anything is, let's say we have a sell setup. We're going to be able to take it and see exactly what's going on in the market. Okay. So let's just gonna open, making sure that everything is set up correctly. And let's see. And this is, like I said, this is my own indicator that I created. So it's not something that you see anywhere else. It's only me that has access to it. So and basically, I'm just gonna explain you exactly how everything works. So I'm just gonna go on an actual pair that we're going to be focused on. So for example, Elian, yeah. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and you could put a message on the chat, and I'm gonna be able to answer you. Perfect. So let me break down exactly how everything works in regards to this system here. Okay, so basically, this is my own EA here that is called the high-low level EAAI. So basically, this is giving you levels. So high levels and low levels based on different time frame. So for the way that we're going to use it is on every live sessions, we're going to be using a 50-minute chart. Okay. And this is the chart that I'm taking trade on. And based on off of that, let me pull up the actual settings of the EA. We're going to be looking at the higher time frame, that is the 30-minute. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that the lines that you're seeing here, I'm just gonna remove the drawings. Perfect. So the lines that you see here, those levels here, those are levels that were created off of the 30-minute chart. Okay, so those are key levels to look for in regards to support and resistance. So if you see a blue line, that means this is a resistance line. And if you see a red line, this is a support line. Okay, and if the price goes above the resistance, it's gonna be considered as support. It's switched as support. And if the price goes under the under the um, the support line, is going to be switched as resistance. Okay, so pretty simple to understand. And the way that the system works is that the calculation is based off of multiple criterias. So we have, this is basically a volume based indicator. So everything is volume based. I'm not focusing on any uh, candlesticks patterns or anything like that. If it's only if there's momentum going in one direction, this is where we're going to be taking the trade towards to. Okay. So for example, we had a sell here, a sell entry, a sell signal, because the price started, there was a momentum going down. The price broke the resistance line here, and there was a lot of volumes, and the volume is calculated off of the the point of control, so it's called POC, and the VWAP, that is the volume weighted average price. Okay, so if you don't know those two concepts, make sure to follow on. I will explain you exactly everything like that. So VWAP is really based off of the volume weighted average price at that time. Okay, so most of the time, the volume at at that point of the market was giving you a bearish movement. Okay, same thing for the POs, the point of control. The point of control means that there was a lot of the point of control is really based off of support and resistance, more or less, but that's including volume, so everything is included. So that means that the point of control was going bearish, or was going down. And on top of that, you had a breakout of the resistance line off of the 30-minute chart. Okay, so this is the 30-minute line, resistance line of the 30-minute chart that the price broke. Okay, so you have basically three confirmation that the price is going in one direction. Okay, so if we have that, we're going to have the signal that will trigger a sell alert or a buy alert, depending exactly on where the market is going. And this will be the actual entry. Okay, and the entry is based off of the close of that candle. Okay, so you're not entering within the candle. So for example, you have a sell here, so that means that when you get the alert off of the system, it's going to be at the close of that candle for a sell. So that means that you're going to be in that trade at the next candle here. And the only thing that you need to look for is basically the levels that the price wants to go to. Okay, so when you get the entry here, you have to wait and see exactly on the left side where was the next resistance or support line that will give you an indication that the price wants to go there. Okay, so we had that line here, but as you know, if we put a line, we're gonna put a horizontal line. That's how we're gonna focus on. So we're gonna put a horizontal line here. Boom. And the entry was on that second candle here. Okay, right? So based off of that move, it's pretty tight. Okay. And let's look at the following level. So we always go on the left side and see exactly the following level after this level. Okay. So the following level here is this one. Okay. So that was the previous resistance line way back there. And you're going to see that every time the price will wants to go on those levels every time. Okay. So we have this one, and you have the following one is this one. Okay. Boom. So if we go back on that entry that we were talking about, this one, you see that that was a resistance line, a support line, and this one was a resistance line, right? If we go back, that was exactly what we had. What was there was a support, and then there was a resistance, but those two was too close to the entry price. Okay, so those two levels were invalidated because the price already broke those two levels. So the next level of importance is this one. Why? Because if you see the price bouncing off of that level multiple times, okay, multiple times. So based off of that entry, that sell entry, right? Based off of that sell entry, my take profit will be here. Okay, so that will be at that price. Okay, so this trade is it's a small win. Okay, you get out of the trade and you wait for the buy signal. Okay, so every time that you see a sell signal, you get in on that trade or not. If you missed it, it's okay. You have to wait for the next signal, and the next signal will always be the opposite signal. Okay, so you're going to see a sell and then a buy and then a sell and then a buy, because the price is always bouncing off of two levels. You have let's say here, the sell will always bounce off of a resistance line, and a buy will always be after a support line. Okay, so the support line is right here, and then you have a buy, right? So the buy cross that resistance, that previous resistance, and like I said before, resistance is when the price goes above the resistance line, it's considered a support line. So basically, you have one support line here, and then another one. Okay, so when you see that, and you have an entry that is following the POC VWAP filtration, so that means that it has to break the price of the resistance. Okay, so you have the break. Then do we have volume? Yes, we have volume. Do we have a point of control? Okay, yes, we have a point of control. So when we have those three confirmation, this is why we get a buy entry. Okay, so is that clear so far? If you have any questions, make sure to put it in chat to follow along. Perfect. I see that Leon. Yeah, hi Leon. Perfect. Okay, so this is the entry. Okay, and on top of that, you have the dashboard here that gives you exactly the price of the current VWAP and the dynamic POC. And if the filtering is on for the POC and VWAP, so that is on here, bullish, and the status is enabled. For sure, this is the information that you see in here is for the latest price action, but I'm just going to give you the example here of this entry here. Okay, so that case, what we're going to do, we're going to do a replay. Okay, so that way you're going to see the way that the price will react, will how the entry is set up. Okay, so this is the first cell that we talked about earlier, and then let's start. So here you see the price already did a support. Okay, this is the support line. Now we have to wait for a break. Every time that we have an entry, it has to break off of one level. Okay, so this is what we need to wait for. Okay, so let me I'm just gonna reduce. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so now you have the buy. Okay, now what you need to do is how you want to put the your stop loss and take profit. Okay, so that's the other question that most people want to know. How do you set up your stop loss and take profit? Okay, so based off of that, let's say we were in the live market. I'm just gonna remove this so y'all can see more. Perfect. So let's say we were in a live market. Okay, so we have that buy. Okay, where should I put my stop loss? By default, always put your stop loss at the last swing high or swing low of that signal. Okay, so if we look at that sell signal here, you would have put your stop loss at that swing right here. Okay, and you put your TP based off of the level that I talked to earlier. Okay, so now for this one, where should I put the stop loss? If you're on the live, you could comment. The live will be always interactive, guys. So if you're on the live, you can always put your answers in the chat, and we can go forward off of that. Okay, so like I said, the buy, you have it here. So you put your stop loss at the previous swing, and as you can see, there was a support line here that is created here. So my stop loss will be here. Okay, yes, it's a big stop loss, but after that, you will adjust it. Okay, so you have basically two type of stop loss you could put. Okay, you could put it at the previous swing, okay, off of that move, or at the last support or resistance line on the left side that is near your entry. Okay, so based off of that, instead of putting it here, you could have put it at that level here. So we're going to put a horizontal line. Boom. So stop loss would be here. Okay, why did I put it here? Because if we go back, this is the last support line here. Or you could put it at the last time that the level was broken. So if you see like a resistance line that was broken on the downside, it's considered as a support line. Now, on the upside, sorry, it will be considered as a support line. Okay, so this was a support line, and the next support line here was here. Why? Because you see that the price went up multiple times and started to go down. Okay, so another area will be this one. Okay, so now you already have like two stop loss level that you could put for that entry, and now this is the stop loss. Okay, exactly. So big stop loss at the last swing low, or like I said, look at previous support and resistance on the left side below the entry price that was broken. Okay, so those two lines that I put here, those were previous support and resistance line that the price broke already. So that will be a point of interest here to put my stop loss there. Okay, to cut your stop loss distance. Okay. Now let's look at where do I put my take profit. Okay, pretty simple. Same way that you put your stop loss, the same way that you look at your stop loss, you're going to put your take profit based off of previous levels that are above the entry, right? So always go on the left side, and I will, let's see here. So the entry was based off of this level. Okay, so we're going to put a line. You're going to see that always put the horizontal line off of the to explain you how to look at the market. And that should be the way that you should be looking at the market too. Okay, because the market always goes towards previous levels, always. Okay, it's bouncing off of levels and it goes towards previous levels. That's all the market does every time. Okay, so now based off of this entry, right, the next level is this one. Okay, so we have this one. After that, always look at 3 levels above the entry price to set my take profit. Okay, so that's the first level. Then you have this one, and then you have this one. Okay, even though this one's a little bit higher, but more or less, it's more or less relatively at the same price. Okay, boom. Okay, now let me go back where we had that entry. Okay, I'm gonna remove some lines. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this one. This is the entry price, so don't need it anymore. It's only for you guys to see exactly what I'm seeing. All right, so you could know exactly what to look for. And now we're gonna continue with the replay. And like I said, guys, you have 3 stop loss levels that you could look for: the previous low, or the previous support or resistance that was broken in the past will be considered as your stop loss, and your take profit will be based off of previous levels in the past. Okay, that's all that you need to look for. Okay, so now let's continue with the replay. And I just want to make sure that everyone understands. So perfect. Great. So let's continue. So now you have this price hit that first TP. So that was your first TP. Now we'll see exactly if the price wants to go to those levels. Okay, as you saw, those were the levels way back here. Okay, and the reason why it needs to go there is because you see that basically it's considered as a big value gap, and we do have some of a gap here in price. So I'm expecting the price to go towards those levels. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, let's continue with this the replay. See, it hit it on the dot. That's why I say, guys, price wants to go to the region, previous levels every time. Okay, let's continue to see exactly if it wants to break it or it's gonna reach. That was the peak. It broke those levels. Let's continue. Now it consolidated here. Okay, why did it consolidate it? I'm pretty sure it reached that last level that I was talking about before, and that was this one. So it broke this one too. Let's look at, there was another one after that. Okay, is there another one after that? No. But like I said, if you see a level like that, or some type of gap, the price wants to reach that and then consolidate. So basically, based off of the setup that I showed you, price went straight in profit, never went to your stop loss. How you would do, if you wanted to trail, how do you trail the setup? You just have to put your stop loss at break even first, okay, when it's your full in profit, and then you just have to trail it based off of previous levels every time. So that way you know that you're gonna have some breather. Let's say you put your break even here when the price went above this first TP. That was the first TP that we talked about, right? That you went to the first TP, you put it here, it went back a little bit more, consolidated, and started to break again. So when it broke above this level here, you just have to put your stop loss, your trailing stop to the next level, and so on and so forth, until you get stopped out, but you're going to be stopped out in profit. All right. So that's pretty much the basic of how everything works here, guys. So make sure to like and subscribe. So this is really the gist of it. Every time that we're going to do a session, I'm going to explain you those concepts, and we're just going to wait for setups if there's any. And like I said, the setups I'm going to be looking for will be on the indices. So German 40, US 30, US 100, US 500. So NASDAQ, S&P 500, and the Dow Jones, and gold, Euro USD, GBP USD, and the DAX. If you want to look at the DAX, we're going to receive some alerts off of that. So if there's no setups here on the session, there's really no setups. So we're just going to continue on the next session until we get a setup. Okay, so the game is really to wait and make sure that you're prepared yourself on taking the trade and following the actual steps. All right. So Okay, so your DAX feed is not the same. So at this at if it's not the same in regards to your funded account, what you need to do is really to pull up the German. Let's see here. Depending exactly on whoops, I'm just gonna go back here. That's not what I wanted to look for. It's here. Perfect. So if it's not the same feed, you just have to look at the different fields feed here for German to see which one is aligned with your for the next account. So they may be using I know by default I'm using Capital One. They may be using Owanda. They may be using not Owanda, but let's see here. German. Yeah. So just do a search like for Germany or German 30 or 40, and you should see the list, the full list here. So just put German like this, and you're gonna have the full list of the German 30 or 40 uh, charts here, and see exactly which feed is the most close to your brokers. All right, guys, so I'm back. Perfect. So just let me know if you can hear me again. Sorry for there was a connection issue for some reason, even though I'm still on the live, but it's all good. So let's continue. All right, perfect. Great. Great. So, like I was saying here, is that pretty simple, guys. So make sure to put when you get the entry, when you see the entry here on my screen, put your stop loss here at the previous swing or at the previous level here, that the support resistance level off of the 30-minute chart for the entry. And then your take profit here lines are based off of previous level on the left side after the entry, okay, after the signal, okay. So like we said, I had 1, 2, 3, and even 4, okay. And as you could see, those 4 levels were broken, okay. So that's perfect. Great, 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 great. Perfect. So so you said NZD CAD. So you had a NZD CAD trade, so that's perfect. So yeah, Leon is one of my clients here that is using the multiple indicators that I created here with Dre FX management. So if you have any inquiries about what you're seeing here or any other indicators that we offer at Dre FX management, make sure to send me fill out the form here on my YouTube channel. There's a YouTube Google form, and we could set up a call here and see exactly how I can help you in regards to your trading journey. Leon has been with me for the last 2 years, testing stuff, and I'm giving him one-on-one sessions here every single week, and it's helping him increase his knowledge and increasing his understanding of the market here overall. So if you have any questions for him specifically and seeing exactly how everything works in regards to working with me, you could he's on the chat in the chat right now, and you could ask all of your questions, and I'm going to be able to assist you on the questions too at the same time. Perfect. So let's remove the lines, and let's continue to replay. See here? So basically that move that we had here was done when we had those levels, okay? And then after that, you had a small buy, small sells. So pretty normal, because if we had those lines again, let me do, able to, there you go. So if we go on the left side again, so I could remove those drawing again. It's the same principle here that we're doing, guys, okay? So you had the sell, and the sell went to a level, okay? So same thing. You look at this, the sell entry. The sell entry was based off of that level here, that resistance level that is considered as a support right now, but it broke resistance. So when it broke resistance, so when the price came in to broke resistance, it gave you a sell, okay? Now you just have to look to see exactly where to put your stop loss, take profit. Same principle, guys. You put your stop loss at the previous swing, that's right here, and you have a resistance, right? And then you take profit. Where do I put my take profit? Same thing, I go on the left side, see exactly what happened. So I'm gonna put a line here on the break of that resistance that gave you the entry, so I could know exactly where to plot my lines. So went to that gap here, and let's see levels, okay? Next level here, if we look here, we have this one. Right? And the next level after this one is, I always put like 3 levels here. So second one is right here. Why? Because you see the price went, see here, you have price that went here, and then you have multiple levels here, okay? So in average, I'll put it right here, okay? So those are the 3 TPs I'm gonna put based off of that entry, okay? And do you see? Clear as day. So we had 1 TP here, and then it went to those 2, to the T, it went to those levels and started to bounce off of. So that's another win, okay? Small move, but it's a win. Then you do the same thing for the buy. The buy, it's broke this line, That's your entry. So I'm going to remove this, those drawings, put a line. Is it clear, guys, to understand? It's pretty simple. Trading shouldn't be difficult. It's simple. Yeah, exactly. So same thing. We're gonna go on the left side. Whoops. I'm just gonna remove this, and we're gonna go in the hunt for the next level. Okay. So the next level here, we had one here, here, and here. Okay. Okay. So that's the next level to look for. So we have 1, 2. Always look for 3. Okay. But I would tell you guys to, at the start, just focus on hitting the first TP, and if you're more comfortable, you go on the second TP and all that stuff, right? So we're gonna remove this line because this is the entry line. It's only for me to plot my lines, and as you can see, price went to TP. So this is the entry is here. Okay, so the price went to here, broke this line, broke this resistance, but the entry is right here. Okay, so this one is a loss. Why? Because your levels after this levels was after the entry mechanism, because this candle needs to close to get in, right? But the TP was the first, basically the first TP was basically here, but it's too far. Started to reverse. It's okay. But overall, if you have taken all the trades here, if we follow along, you would be in profit already. Okay. Because your stop loss here, you put your stop loss where you get the entry here, you put it here. Okay. You put it here. Or you put it here, because this is after the entry. So if you have taken, you put your stop loss really tight, you'll be here, out here, or if it's a little bit down here, you're out here. Okay. So it's just gonna remove the drawings. Perfect. So no signal so far, guys, and the market is opening for London in less than 6 minutes. So in the meanwhile, if you have any questions, guys, put it in the chat. There are NZD news tomorrow. Asian session. Yeah, there's NZD news tomorrow, Asian session. So be aware of that, and always look at the news events, guys. Especially if you're trading German 40 or 30. Look at the Euro news. Sometime German doesn't have a specific section for news, for example, in Forex Factory or any other outlet that has the news events. Make sure to just focus on the Euro news. Germany is all the same thing, right? So sometimes you're gonna have news events for German in the Euro section in Forex Factory, for example. And I know that we have some news. I think it's tomorrow or today for German at 3:55. if I remember, Eastern Standard Time. I'm just gonna pull up my stuff. Yeah, 3:55 exactly. So at 3:55 we have German final service PMI. Okay, so those are not high impact news, but it's something to look for. But for the U.S., we don't have we have some news, but it's the 10-year bond auction, so not big impact news overall. Perfect. So yeah, do you have any questions, guys, in regards to what I'm showing you and how to use the basically the high low level entry, okay, high low system. So basically, I have the indicator here for only this, okay. This indicator that I'm showing you guys, only me have access to it, and you're wondering why there was no buy here. The reason why is that I'm just gonna put a pause here. I'm pretty sure I have a filter active in regards to the time, so I'm just gonna remove it. Did I, or did I remove it? Yeah, exactly. So the filter was on. Pretty sure there's a buy here. Boom, yes. So we have the buy, same principle. Buy, sell, buy, sell. So this is German 40. And I think that was the last buy here, and it's still going up. So that was the signal that came in at around 1 a.m. Monday, my time, Eastern Standard Time, for a buy, and it broke the previous high, broke the resistance here, right here. Same principle. Where do you put your stop loss? You put it at the previous support or the previous swing. So the previous swing was right here. Previous support. When you say previous swing, another thing, guys, is the lowest swing. Okay, do not put the stop loss right here. Okay, this is, yes, it's the previous swing, but the previous swing before the big move up is here. How will you know it was the previous swing moving up? You're gonna have the if you're aware of ICT concept, order blocks breakers, you have one right here. Okay, so the price went up, went back to that order block, and started to push. Okay, so that was the last one was right here. Okay, so for German, still going up. We'll see exactly what that PMI news, even though it's not high impact news, what's going to happen. But right now, German is going and flying. See, all right. So basically, this is the concept, guys. So let's look at gold and see exactly what's going on here. So gold was pushing up here since based on the indicator here since Thursday last week, still pushing up here. And as you can see, even if I don't put any lines, you see that the gold is really respecting those levels to the T. Okay, so we had a break here, then we had the level right here for the TP. So you had one here that was too high. So the first TP here based off of that buy signal was right here. So I'm just gonna, I think that was the line that I had before, but I'm just gonna, that's why I removed it so I could show you again. Boom. So you had one line here, you had another one here. More or less, and then you had another one here. Okay. Always put three lines for my TPs. And again, where do I put my stop loss? Previous swing or previous level off of that entry. Okay, so my entry here was here. My entry was here. Always put the line based off of the entry, the logic of the entry. And now I'm looking for a stop loss. Where do I put my stop loss? Okay, so if we go at this region, we had multiple. I'm just gonna, so that's respected. So we had multiple levels here. Okay, so that's a point of reference. I'm gonna take the highest one. Boom. And always on gold, make sure that you put some proper risk management because it can wipe you out, right? So as you can see, I said previous swing or the nearest level on the left side. And as you can see, the previous swing and the previous level is more or less the same. Okay, so that would be a good place to put your stop loss. And as you can see, price hit that first TP right here multiple times and started to reject. So you would be out of that trade based off of that move right here, even though the price started to continue going up. But we're not chasing anything. We're just if we had taken that trade, we'll be out of that trade. We're waiting for a sell. So right now, we will be waiting for a sell for gold. Why? Because we already took a buy. Like I said, the market bounced off of levels every time. And the reason why you don't see multiple buys, multiple sells is because it's not following the entry mechanism that is based off of volume. Okay, so we have bigger volume here. That's why you had a sell. If we have bigger volume here, that's why you had a buy. We had bigger volume here. That's why you have a buy, a sell here. We had a buy here, and then we have a sell, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's the reason why. So 306. So let's see. So hope you guys have a great trading session. And always follow your rules, guys. So I'm just looking at the Euro USD. So you see here, Euro USD, we had a sell. I'm still on the replay right now, right? So let me close this. We're going to go back on the live market. So Euro USD, we're looking for a buy. And to get that buy, we should have a break off of this level here to get a buy. Okay, if we don't have that, we're not taking anything, and we have to wait for this signal. So let's do a rundown of everything that we're looking for here. So for sure, I will be able to tell you exactly where the market is expecting to go. Okay, so it's not financial. So let's see here. So DAX is a buy here, consolidated. Now we're looking for a sell for DAX. Okay, so DAX expecting to go short eventually, because that will be the next signal that we should get. Same thing for US 30. Nasdaq already gave you a sell at the end of the New York session on Monday. Still have a continuation, so we're looking for buy eventually. It's bouncing off of this level here currently, so we'll see exactly if it wants to break in full, but right now it's bouncing off of this level right here. Okay, and like I said, this level here is considered as a support level because it already broke, the price already broke that level already. So this one is considered as a support level here. Okay, so we're looking for a buy. So to get a buy, we should get a buy off of this level here, to go long. Okay, great. And remember, the feed is not the same. So Euro USD, let's see. For sure, maybe on Wanda, you're gonna have. Let me check. Yeah, I'm using Wanda, but I'm using what is it called? I do have the live market feed, and on top of that, I'm not using the same indicator that you're using currently, Leon. So you may have a buy. It makes sense to get a buy here, but based off of what I'm seeing in the setup of this indicator here, we don't have a buy. Okay, so it's not a high percentage buy. It may be right now. What I'm seeing here is that it's bouncing off of a level right now, so it's somewhat consolidating here. So be careful. All right, so let's look at NASDAQ. Like I said, NASDAQ bouncing off of this level currently. So we're looking for a buy. Same thing for SSP 500. We had a sell here. Now it's consolidating a little bit off of those levels here. So expecting to go long eventually. Let's look at GU. GU, we had a buy here. Same principle here. We had a buy. Put your stop loss at the previous swing. So the previous swing is basically this one, okay? Or the previous level. So the previous level is right here. Boom, put my line, boom. That's my stop loss. Now take profit. Where did I put my take profit? Previous levels on the left side. So we have one here. Boom. Then we have one here. Then the next one is where? Don't need to go far to look at the third one. So the third one is settle is right here. Boom. So as you can see, price went to first one, second one, and then third one was right here. And as you can see, the price went back to that level, started to break a little bit, and started to shoot up here. Okay. So that is GU. And if we look at the DAX, DXY, sorry. DXY, we had a sell, so that was the last signal here. It was sell, and we're still in a bearish movement here. So we're looking for a buy eventually here on DAX. But this indicator, Leon, is not it's not the POC. It's not a POC. Basically, it's like I said, like I think I showed you that indicator at our session yesterday. So it's a combination of multiple indicators. Okay, so there's the high-low level indicator that you have. Okay, you have the VWAP, you have the POC. So those are the three concept that is included in that. So the high-low levels, giving you the high-low levels for your stop loss take profit zones that you have to plot yourself. Then you have the basically the signal is based off of a breakout. Okay, so every time that the price breaks out of a level, it's important. Okay, but only breaking out of a level is not a concept that will be profitable. So you need to know exactly where the most volume is in the market And that's why we were using VWAP and POC. Those two combined will give you the most profitable and most efficient directional entries for your trade. Okay, so that's why you only see, sometimes you're going to see that, for example, I'm just going to go back here. For example, we did have a breakout here, breakout of that level. Okay, but do we have the best volume off of the filtration of the VWAP and POC? No. So that's why you don't see anything. Okay. So this is the way that I set it up. So that way it's the most accurate way to get the best entry. Okay. So hope that clear a little bit. Leon, if you have any questions, let me know. But that's that. Let's look at your NZD CAD. Just gonna go on all, boom. NZD CAD, boom. All right, so NZD CAD. For sure, with the indicator here, I don't have a signal for the recent movement, but we did had a buy, and that was a good buy here, based off those breakouts here. So we did have a good volume here coming up. You see the price went up, started to retest, and started to go up. So same principle here. What do we have to look for is where the price wants, where the price went, and where do I put my stop loss? Okay, so that's the first thing that I have to look for. Stop loss, I put it where? At the previous swing, okay, or our previous level in the, on the left side. Okay, so the entry was, so when you see the arrow, this is the candle that generated the alert. Okay, so you always get in on the next candle. Your stop loss, you should put it here. Okay, why? Because this is the last swing. Okay, you see that the price started to go up here. So the bottom here is your support zone. So this is where you put your stop loss. Okay, so you put your stop loss here. So that's my stop loss. Then I'm gonna put a line here as I do all the time, so y'all can see exactly which level that I'm looking for in regards to setting up my take profit zones. Okay, so I always go on the left side and look at previous levels that were broken or that were tested in the past. Okay, so I have this one right here. So that will be my first TP. Now let's go on the second one here. So that's my second level here, second TP, and there's another one here. That's my third one. Okay, I don't go more than 3. Why? Because don't need to be greedy here. And for sure the price went up, but you're gonna see exactly why I did what I did here. Okay, so this is, just gonna remove this one. So that was my level that the price created the alert on. So even though I'm for NZD CAD, entry was here, your stop loss is here. That's your first TP, second one, and third one. Okay. You see those three were smash. Yes, you had the big move here. You see it went back to your entry and now started to go up. Don't need to chase the price. The logic and the base of trading here, guys, is to get in, take some profit, and get out and live another day. Don't need to get more, don't need to get less. All right, so there any questions, guys? If you don't have any questions, always you can put it in the chat or in the comments of this stream afterwards, and I'll be able to answer your question. So now DAX is, you see here, DAX went up, grab some liquidity here. So we're expecting to go short eventually, like I said, guys, because right now we had a buy here. That was on Monday. And now we're waiting for a reversal going down because why? Because we have a fair value gap here. Okay. So the price went up, 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 up. No retracement, no nothing. So we want to see the price going down. Okay. Like I said, the price always goes up and down. All right. Let's see here. And yes, this indicator here works on crypto too. Okay. So if we look at the crypto market, so Bitcoin is still going down here. We're at 94. Same thing for XRP, still going down. Still good. But yeah, let's look at gold. Gold is still pushing here. So gold, I'm waiting for a retracement here. Still bullish here overall. So no need to chase the price. All right. All right. So any pair or anything you want me to look at for you guys? Still no alerts here. So, and like I said, guys, we're gonna be doing those sessions here every day of the week. So Monday to Friday. So London session will be on Tuesday Tuesday and Wednesdays, and Monday to Friday will be New York session. Okay. So London session will be from 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the New York session will be from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday to Friday. All right. So don't miss out. We're gonna have a lot more sessions here, and like I said, if you want to work with me or want me to help you in regards to trading overall, I've been trading for the last been a while, 12 years. So 12 years, started in 2013. So had a lot of experience here in regards to fundamental and technical analysis. If you want to know how to use commitment traders, I do have a few videos here on my YouTube channel, but but every week we do a COT. I do a report in regards to the market every week, and I do have a Discord. So if you want to join the Discord and get access to multiple indicators here, and eventually this one, make sure to fill out the form on the YouTube channel, and I'm gonna be able to do a one-on-one session with you in regards to showing you exactly what do I have here to offer you, and what I can help you in regards to elevating your trading. All right, so 3:30. So let's see. Perfect. So DAX. So DAX is giving us a sell. So we have a sell entry here on DAX. That's off of the 50-minute chart. So how do we get in on that trade? So same thing, guys. So oh, it's not confirmed yet. So we're waiting for the confirmation of the entry. So it's normal that you're gonna see the alert, you're gonna see the signal here on your chart, but you always want to create alerts for the indices or the forex pair that you're trading on. So right now I didn't receive anything, so that means that this is a false alert. And as you can see, the price started to go up because it didn't close below this level here. Okay, so eventually it will do it, but for now we'll just have to wait and see. Okay. Great. No problem, Leon. Really glad that you like the indicators. So, like I said, guys, the proof is in the pudding. You see that Leon loves what is working on with the indicate with the indicators. So eventually, I will do a video here on my YouTube channel and explaining each indicators here, so y'all can see exactly what we're talking about. But like I said, we're still gonna do some live sessions here every day of the week, so y'all can understand how the market works. So people want to complicate things, but it's pretty simple to understand. And when you're going to be able to see exactly what I'm talking about and what you're seeing here, and with different indicators that we have, and you're gonna be in profit here most of the time. Okay. And even though you don't trade, you don't want to trade the with the indicators here in regards to buy sell entries, but you want to have, let's say, the high and low level, but you want to trade it by yourself the way that you trade, you're able to do that. We have different type of tools for different type of traders. If you're swing trading, if you're a scalper, if you're a forex trader, if you're an indices trader, if you're a metals trader, or even if you're a crypto trader, uh, all of the tools that I offer works on everything. Okay, so yeah, exactly. So I do explain everything on a video. So, and on top of that, you have access to me anytime on Telegram. So you could send me a voice message, and we could set up a one-on-one session when you need it. And I'm gonna be able to assist you on that. So that's no problem on that. So let's see, 245. So let's go back on German 40 and see if it wants to start to break this level. If it does, that would be a good sell signal here to get in. So always do your own analysis, guys. So if it makes sense on taking the any signals that I'm showing you guys, that's really you to decide. So right now the signal is starting to be created. So remember, this is a 15-minute chart, right? And we are 336. Okay, so this candle is not closed yet. So at 345, if the candle close and we have a signal, that will be an indication of a sell signal. Okay, so that will be a good trade to take. Okay, but always use proper risk management, guys. Like I said, when you get you get a signal, put your stop loss at the previous swing, okay, or a previous level. But I will tell you to put it at a previous swing here. That will be this one, and look for take profit. Okay, so let's. You don't need to wait until the arrow is here, but to look to see exactly where you should put your take profit. I'm going to put my line on that level, and I'm going to go on the left side and see exactly what's going on. Okay, so left side, let's see. Do we have something? Do we have something? Yes, we do. So we have multiple levels here. So we're going to always take 3. So first one is here. That was this one. Second one is here. Third one is here. Why? Because we have multiple levels here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So overall, we're going to put it here, okay? So boom. So we're going to go where we're at. We're going to remove this line. We're going to put it at the previous swing here. Previous swing was right here. So those are levels here to get it in for my take profit, okay? So it's 3:38. So we still have 7 minutes left before that candle close. So when it does, we should get a signal. And when we get a signal, this is when we start focusing on taking a trade going down. Okay. Perfect. So let's see. And remember, we do have the service PMI news for German at 3:55. So we'll see how that's gonna go. But since it's a low impact news, it shouldn't affect anything, but you never know. So we're gonna readjust that. So stop loss here or stop loss here, right? So you can move your stop loss wherever you want. So that'll be here, and you have this one here, okay? If it's a little bit more tighter. And those are the zones that I'm looking for take profit, okay? So 5 minutes left. So it's looking good here. So I'm just gonna wait until that candle close for a confirmation. Okay, so the news for German 40. So news here is, let me just gonna share, let me close this. And I'm going to open Forex Factory. So Forex Factory, you have to look at the Euro news, and you're gonna see, you see here, German final service PMI. Okay. So if you didn't know, German is is considered as the euro. Okay. So it's the eurozone. Germany is included here. So any Germany news will impact the euro currency. Okay. So make sure that you open all of the folders here, and you're gonna see it. All right. So let me close this, and we're gonna go back on the chart. Is that clear for you, Leon? Perfect. So I have 2 minutes left, less than 2 minutes before the confirmation of the signal. As like I said, we have to wait until the close of the candle for confirmation of the entry. So based off of what I'm seeing here, we're going to receive the alert for sure. So I do have some automation activated here for that. So get a sell. Let's see. Was high. So this is the close of the candle. Perfect. So we did have an alert here for German 40. So this is confirmed that it's a sell. So my automation took the trade. Perfect. Now let's just gonna make sure that I manage the trade here. Just check it. All right, so all right. Perfect. Yeah. So Leon, just let me know if you saw where to look at the German news. So that would be on Forex Factory. Okay, perfect. Please. So which link is it's Forex Factory? So Forex Factory with the in the news section, and you just have to select the Euro news, all the Euro folders, or the ones that you should be looking for. The link, I don't know if you tried to share a link to me, Leon, but I didn't see the link on the chat. So okay, right, perfect, 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 perfect. All right, so trade is still looking good here. Right. So now we just wait. So we did have a breakout here off of that 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 level here. So we'll see if the continuation will be done. So we still have 6 minutes left off of that candle. So based off of that signal, I would have put instead of putting it at the previous swing, I put it at the previous level here. So I'll put it here, okay? Because this is too far, and we do see that the price bouncing off of that level. So, and this move took liquidity off of that was on top of this level here. Okay, so not expecting the price to go that far, so putting it here and make sure to look at the price here of the TPs to see exactly if it did go towards those levels. And the session is almost done here, guys. So still have like less than 4 minutes left for this session. So like I said, if you have any questions in regards to what you saw today on this session, make sure to send me a comment on this stream, this live session. And we're going to have another session here at New York today. So in about 5 hours from now. So 30 minutes before New York Open, we will be back live for another session. And we're going to continue to see exactly if we have any setups. So for now, for this session, we only have German 40 at 3:45, so 15 minutes before the end of this session here for sell. And as you can see, those were the levels that we'll be looking for. So we'll see exactly if it's going to hit the TP or it's going to reverse, go towards our stop loss or anything like that. But I'm expecting to have the price going down because we had a big move going up already. But as you all know, market wants to do whatever it wants. So we're just gonna trade and react off of it. and make sure that we manage the trade correctly. All right. Perfect. So thanks so much, guys. So wish you a great trading session. So hopefully you can continue to trade. If not, we'll reconvene here at the New York session. That'll be at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So like I said, in about 5 hours. And for another Dre Day FX live sessions here in regards to trading Forex, indices, and metals. So talk to you soon, guys. And peace. And make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. We're going to have live sessions every day of the week, Monday to Friday. And make sure to open your notification here for the next live here with Dre Day FX. Peace.